Running really started back when I was like probably 9 or 10.
Okay.
And my dad, it was when we still lived in Laredo, and my dad, being a Marine, was always waking up, doing the PT, you know, always staying ready for his tests and like just staying in shape. And I remember my brother was in high school and he played football, and my older brother was like a phenomenal athlete. Could do every sport. And but you know, he's in high school. He doesn't want to get up at 5 a.m. to run with my psycho Marine dad, right? You know what I mean? So yes. he's like, I felt bad for my dad. Like I kind of felt bad. And so like, I just kind of volunteered, you know, and then my dad would wake me up and we'd go out running like every day when I was young. And when I did play other sports outside of that, I was always able to like I could always fall back on running, and that like it would make up for my lack of skills because I could run. So like that always kind of helped me. And I think I ran my first half marathon was when I was like also like that same year, like 10 or 11. Some people would say that was too young, but back then that was never like, no one was talking about that. And I don't think it was too young because I'm still running and I feel good.
Yeah.
But we ran this cool marathon in Laredo, Texas, and it literally ran across the border. So it started in Laredo and it ran into Mexico. It finished in Mexico. So like that was my first half marathon ever, my longest distance. And then I just, you know, I ran all through high school and I really loved it. I feel like I always loved it more than everyone else around me. And I was pretty diehard about it. But it was one of those things where like, I was always like pretty good, but I was never like, I'm never like the fastest guy anywhere. So like, but I just really love it. And that's always, I think what's gotten me is just like my passion for it. And you know how running is like, just because you don't get first, like the measure of success is way different in running, you know, like if I got like 8th place in conference meet, I was like, that's very good. But like, you know, that's not like it's not like anything to like, no one would understand. Like you didn't win, like what? Right. But yeah, so kept running and running. So in a sense, like running for me has always been like my lifeline. That's where I find my community. That's what helps me get, that's always like my advantage. Like even in the Air Force, like I feel like running afforded me some cool opportunities because just doing good in running and the PT test like put me in opened some doors in other areas for me. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just been doing it ever since, man.